here. I turned it on early tonight. Michael, was you the first one on? Or was it Janet? Who was the first one on tonight? Let me go back up to the top and see. It looks like the winner was Bill Woods. Whoa. Bill, congratulations. Uh, if I'm thinking right, Bill, is it your birthday today?
That song was somebody.
Can you guys answer me? It's someone's birthday today. I sang them happy birthday on Facebook. Whose birthday is it? Oh well, if we can't figure out who it was. And then there was someone that also asked for prayers for his family, or someone was sick. I should have written it down, but I was with the monkey and I just didn't have capabilities to do so. Good evening, Ann. Hi, everyone. Good morning, Ian. Oh, Janet. Are you okay, Janet, or does Ian live out of the country? Because here it's dark like in the morning now, but it's still light. But anyway, guys, last night on Bruce and the Big Call, before Bruce and the Big Call, there was a misunderstanding on our Telegram site. And on the Telegram site, the misunderstanding was someone posted something jokingly about what Bruce was going to say. But then in there also said something about beware of so-and-so who is trying to sell a program. Don't click on it. Don't trust it. Be safe. And listen to this, man. I went in and I misread it. I jumped the gun. When I realized I had misread it, I apologized to the guy on Telegram, but I also clicked on his name individually, and we started an open chat, just me and him. And he's a very nice gentleman. He helped me a lot. I look forward to him being a patriot in our group with us. But he brought me aware of this one person, of which I've let this person stay in Telegram. But there was also a person that is leaning one way or another. And this other person who I came to you guys last week and said, I've met this guy on Telegram. He's going to bring some friends over. His friends seem to be good. He seems to be good. So welcome him. Okay. This man has been individually coming at me on Telegram about some program for me to make money. And I don't have many rules on our Telegram site. I don't have many rules on our other sites. But I don't want home businesses. I don't want business opportunities. I don't want the chance for any of us to get scammed. And I'm not saying they're all scammed. But this gentleman last night, for over a half an hour, was talking to me about his mother, who is X and X in age. And she brought an opportunity to him. She came over to visit him from England. She's making thousands of dollars a month, and he wanted me to look at it. I said, I'm going to save us both the time. I'm not interested in it. I did home businesses for 40 years or more, guys. I was good at it. Ron was good at it. But it got to the point when home businesses went to the internet, they become very, very sketchy. And 3 different times, me and Ron were cheated out of huge, huge business opportunities. We had them built. We should have been making tremendous amount of money. At one, I actually sponsored the guy that would have sponsored the #1 man in the program. That alone should have brought me $50,000 a month in this program. But they took this guy that I sponsored and put him under the guy who was under the owner. They told me, we'll take care of you, Ralph. We'll take care of you. They didn't. I had other women the same way, and I just got tired of it. I'm a patriot. I'm a patriot. I believe in patriotism. If I believed in money the way that they want me to, with this gentleman wanted me to last night, I would have been making money all along. But I've never made money, because that's not what Patriot 5, Patriot 6, and Family is all about. So this gentleman, he just kept going on me last night on Telegram until finally I said enough, and I just deleted him and blocked him. So I don't know if he's still on our Telegram other site. The other gentleman that sent the business opportunity out, he and me talked, and he said he just did it to try to help people. He wasn't meaning anything bad by it. He apologized to me. We talked for about 15 minutes, and he wants to stay part of the group because he really likes it. So I allowed it. I just set some rules that no sharing business opportunities or trying to make money off of the people in our group. So I'm going to say the Pledge of Allegiance, and then I'm going to go in and play the music, and then we'll get back and start this unbelievable show. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, where the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land.
I'm going to put this dude out. Bring your cat out there. Keeping you over here because I'm having to change plates every day and kill stuff away.
From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, oh, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, oh, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I'd rather stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt of this land. God bless the USA. God bless this country, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the
Yes, I'm proud to be an American. We are free, and we're about to become freer because we're about to experience the biggest transfer of money, of wealth in the history of the world. And there's nothing, these bad people, there's nothing they can do about it. They've lost, they know they've lost. It was apparent. It was apparent on the debate the other night, which me and Ron, we talked a little bit, not a lot, but I don't know if you guys noticed the gaudy earrings that the guy was wearing, you know, the Democrat candidate was wearing. I don't know if you noticed them, but they kind of stuck out like a sore thumb, only to come to find out they really weren't earrings. They was something, a device that she was being told in her ears through other people exactly what to say and how to do things. And I don't understand how inept somebody can be that they would need to try to do something like that. See, because they're the same no matter who's talking. If it goes back to Obi. Now, I do have a special report. This is a flashing news report that if you all remember Monica Lewinsky, do you remember her? Give me a thumbs up if anybody remembers Monica Lewinsky. What did I do wrong? Okay. So you remember her. Well, did you realize that, did you hear that she announced her support for the hat yesterday? She says she is turning to vote for the hat because the Democratic Party left a really bad taste in her mouth. I heard that, and I think I laughed for 5 minutes. But it's a shame that that's the only thing that woman is remembered for. She had to have some other skills to get to that position, right? Well, I can go on and on about this all night, but thank you for the thumbs up. Before I get into Bruce, before I get into a big part of what's going on, I want to talk to the kids. And I want to see if I can pull something up here. So bear with me just for a minute. Guess I shouldn't have said that right there. Oh boy, it's going to be one of those nights. No, before I even talk to the kids, this just popped up to me, and I don't know if someone sent it to me, but it just popped up and it said, "Good morning, TNT. Today is Friday, September the 13th, 2024, 104. Fantastic Friday, super fantastic Friday. Even thought Friday the 13th." Yeah, how many of you thought about today being Friday the 13th? Tony taking a call or text, saying, "Hold on for a minute, waiting for some info from contacts. Bank contacts trying to verify info, anticipating something today at 1:09 p.m. Friday during the day is what the banks are saying. Likes after 5 p.m. better. Waiting for that to be verified, 1:09 p.m. Others excited about possibly during the call in the next 2 hours, 1:10 p.m. Possibility could be clearing up for it. Meetings yesterday, 1:10 p.m. Incentivized wealth managers gave directions where to direct us, 1:11 p.m. Where to invest our money. Part of the money you are going to keep. Made aware of what incentives are for them, 1:12 p.m. If you have no clue where to go to invest, okay, rely on WM. If you don't know, 1:13 p.m., understand he is your WM wealth manager, okay, but he works for the bank, 1:15 p.m. Getting live updates. Zim is listed as the ZIG, new currency that doesn't affect us, just a name change, 1:16 p.m. Dong, 47 cents. Dinar, 341. Rupiah, 108. Bolivar, 30 cents. Zim, 301.17. Oh no, 30 cents Zim. Okay. 301.17 p.m. They are excited. Big meeting in yesterday. Private bankers, wealth managers, VPs, directors, 1:17 p.m. All aboard and ready to go, waiting for verification. Door opened for verification. Door open 1 p.m. today to 1:19 p.m. I want to see if I can find something here. Oh, the reason it showed up is right here on my site. Mind and Ron's site for all of us. Patriots, be prepared for fake, the hat assassination. Black hats have the hat clone. They are going to assassinate this clone. The media will go wild. Don't believe a word of it. The hat already knows about this. The hat is safe. Retweet, make this go viral so the people know it is fake. I know I seen something on here I really wanted to read. I really wanted to read it bad, and I'm not being able to find it. Maybe I'm getting close. Bear with me. If I don't find it here in a second or two, I will. List of those who have gone to the Mo place: Soros, Graham, Lindsay, Mitch McConnell, Kevin McCarthy, Chuck Schumer, you know, the guy that was against the hat the other night, Robert Mueller, the guy that used to be president under the hat, the guy that thought he was president the last 4 years, James Clapper, Lloyd Austin, Dick Cheney, John Kerry, Alexander Soros, Loretta Lynch, Andrew McCabe, and Peter Strzok. Okay, I can't find what I'm looking for, guys. If you guys want to help me, today I seen where Jimmy put like a little prayer in there about his mommy. And I really wanted to read that tonight. I really did, and I cannot. I'm going back in there, and I cannot find it. But anyway, let's talk to the children. Kids, as we come to tonight's show, the final show of the week, maybe the final show, we do like this in this particular format, but God willing, they're going to allow us to do shows a little differently so we can all be together, we can chat, we can do the things. 100 trillion Zim, 30 cents per Zim. That's it, getting. Yep. But we'll see what happens. I believe we're close. I really do. And for the kids, it means great things. For the ones who are in need of things, for those who, you know, I look at this. Everything was about to happen. And a song that comes to my head, and you guys know how I like to use songs as I talk parts of songs. But for the kids, what comes to my head is when all this happens is the song, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Oh yeah, they just want to have fun. So in this case, what I look at is kids just want to have fun. Oh yes, they want to have fun. And Jimmy, I always start off talking to you and these beds that we've talked about, you know, they're ready. And we all know the situation here with you, our loving little boy. And unfortunately, like for other people in the group, they didn't get there in time for your mommy. But I still believe in all my heart there is something that's going to happen And I can't put it into words how I feel and what I really believe, because I don't want to bring people's expectation that if it doesn't happen, then, oh, Ralph, you're an idiot. You should have never said that. But I really believe that with these beds, that with going to heaven on earth, I really believe all this stuff, that we're going to experience something that really and truthfully in most areas, it was only a pipe dream. And that's my feelings. And I will share this someday, whether I'm right or wrong, when it all happens. If it doesn't happen, I will tell you what my thoughts were. But by then we'll know, and I just don't want to come out and say something right now that I shouldn't. But I believe they're there, and you know, Mommy, Jimmy, wanted these beds, just not for her, but for everyone. So I know she's up in heaven right now, and she's looking down on all of us, you especially. Because what did I tell you, little man? As long as you keep Mommy in your heart, she'll always be with you. Every step you take the rest of your life, your mom will be with you as long as you keep her in your heart. You can talk to her, and she'll come and visit you in your dreams. I know, I've lived it. My mom, when I get really depressed and I get really bad and I start thinking about how much I miss my mom and my dad, it seems like sometime during a certain time period, they come and visit me. It may only be a quick, like that visit, but I at least get to see them, or they tell me something, or they give me advice. My mom and dad have told me in a dream that they're so proud of me and Ron about what we're doing. Instead of sitting on our butts, we're doing something, trying to make a difference for people's lives. They've told me this. So just look forward to that, Jimmy. And, I hope you understand what I'm saying, because, if I could somehow just reach inside of you and take every ounce of pain away, I would in a heartbeat. So, that being said, Patriot 11, I guess we went the whole summer and we just never connected. I don't know if you didn't go to Grandma's. I don't know if Grandma and Grandpa's okay. I really wish somebody from your family, if you're still watching the show, would get in touch with me. Patriot Princess, our little queen, and Hunter. Now, I have a question, and Jana, you need to answer this, because you posted up there about your grandson today, unless it's a different grandson. You posted something up there today or yesterday about it, but it was a different name than Hunter. So is Hunter not really his name? Have I been all this time been talking and really not getting things right? If I have, to us, he'll always be Hunter. If he's okay with that, so are we. So, Patriot Karate Kid and Patriot Wyatt Earp, I was going through some old messages today as I was babysitting a little monkey, and I come across one where your mom was telling me how she was going to do this job. She would do anything. And this is what I've always told you kids. Your mom will do anything to take care of your family. Lee Carol Overby, services, visitation, First United Methodist Church of Bryant, Saturday, September 14th. I didn't know she had passed away. Our prayers go out to her family, her loved ones, and her friends. Thank you for sharing that, One Voice. So, Princess, you definitely are. But it was funny because today I said something about Princess. And I was talking to the little monkey. And the little monkey says, I thought I was your princess. I said, oh, you're my everything. And she got a smile on her face that, you just can't forget them particular moments. Patriot little Leona and little Ilana, you two are growing so fast. Along with Patriot little Kira. Leona, you didn't really go through what the other two did, but you're all growing up, and you're going to be all right in that same age group when we start having all these parties together. So you're going to have friends to play with when we're doing things. And just take care of your grandpa, your great grandpa, and whatever. And John with Boogie and Boogs and Booger and Boogaloo and all that. And there's so many B's, the 4 B's I should call them, but I just love them little kids to death, and I can't wait to actually get to talk to them, and they'll look at me and say, "Oh, you're the crazy man that Grandpa used to always talk about, huh?" Yeah, I am crazy. I really am. Patriot Super Gymnast tonight, I got to see her, and I had her going. Right now, as we speak, she may be in a parade. She tried out to be the princess for the Shabant's homecoming. Since Shabant's is affiliated with Shabant's, Clifton, and Ashton, they was going to pick one princess from each town. Myself, personally, I believe it will be rigged, and one person that is on the board members of each town, their kids will be the princes from there. My grandson, Patriot7, he is trying out for junior fire chief, where he will be in a parade. As I said, I love my grandchildren, and my daughter wouldn't even let me go to the parade tonight because she was afraid of my grandkids weren't selected, that I might say something, which I wouldn't do something like that. Patriot Small Hank, he's Patriot Small Hank. He's just all over the place. So I did have a great day with the 3 of my grandkids this past week when they got off school early. I told you about that on Wednesday, that we spent the day together and had a lot of fun. And that concludes tonight's version of the kids program. I believe I got everybody. If I didn't, I apologize. But I got a lot going through my head right now, and I'm trying to move forward. But anyway, this video is not meant for children. It can be watched by children under the supervision and okay of their parents, grandparents, legal guardians, someone who is overseeing them and understands that we try to keep it to be a very, very clean show, but every now and then a word or so happens to pop in, and we apologize in advance for it. It's not meant to be. But then again, the show originally was meant to be for grown-ups, but we took on a kids family, and I'm so happy and so proud we did, because we're the only group that I know do something like this, or does something like this. Do's. Boy, that's a good word, isn't it? Do's. Do you spell do's the same way you spell does or doesn't? Anyway, had to cover myself on that mistake. I got some Gematria for tonight. I just kind of put some things together, and the final one I put together is our show. And I think you're going to be pleasantly pleased with what I have to say. Also, the music in this show tonight is for entertainment purposes only. We have absolutely no rights to it. It's for entertainment purposes only, and we use it just for that. I don't think you're talking to me. Someone wants to know if you like Rick Ashley's music. I don't even know who that is. So, if it isn't back in 50s and 60s and 70s groups, I did see where special announcement. Yeah, you remember special announcement after the debate the other night. And the special announcements was Taylor Swift is endorsing that guy, that party. She's endorsing them with millions of dollars endorsement. Are you kidding me? She did that 3 weeks ago. But that was a special announcement because you guys, if you didn't watch it, I know you've seen bits and pieces of it somewhere. There is never in the history of a debate been such a one-sided, cheating, lying, scamming debate as that one was the other night. I'm telling you, I was actually surprised, amazed that the two people doing it didn't have their cheerleading outfits on for them. And now it's coming out and it's been clarified and said that yes, it's true that the one that was going against the hat was giving the questions so she could prepare for him. And you know, that goes to show how terrible these people are. Because they was prepared, they knew exactly what was going to happen. They was also told that they would fact check the hat, but they would never fact check her. So I read something the other day and it made a lot of sense to me. There's a couple of people out there. One of them is Candace Owen, and there's somebody else out there, some guy. I can't think of his name. But in round 2 of these debates, why don't they be the people? Why don't they be the people that gets to ask the questions? And you know, the answer is simple. Because the black hats can't manipulate them. They're going to ask the questions. They're going to get the right answers. And they're going to do what's right. Treating both parties right and good. Where this party here, you know, and then them 5 people or 4 people that they had talking afterwards. Are you kidding me? I mean, they was the most obnoxious. And it just, but we all know they got a one-way ticket coming. You know, and that's what's funny, because all these people, they keep saying, if the hat wins in 2024, I'm leaving the country. Well, yes, you are. Because you already got your ticket scheduled. As a matter of fact, probably 90% of these people saying that has already left the country. And we know how. But I'm not going to go into that. Gematria for tonight. Now I'm going to read this as the hat, but I used his world name in the Gematria. How is the hat? How is it the hat's fault? 270. Central bank digital currency, 270. Decode the choices you make, 270. You're God's only Messiah, 270. You are divine twin flames, 270. Ha ha, the Lord's beautiful queen, 270. Jesus Christ, Mary Magdalene, 270. Thank you, God, for saving me, 270. Losing patience with you, 270. North, south, east, west, 270. Baby Aaron born in Springfield, 270. We are the storm, boom, 270. September 22nd, 270. That's my son's birthday. Witness fatal accident, Georgia, 270. Rise and return of Q's, 270. Winning, 270. Letter J is very young, 270. All is well with the world, 270. I want to tell you a story, 270. I want to tell you a story, 270. Chinese Communist Party, 270. Poverty in America be ended, 270. Mainstream media news proves how bad they are, 431. They know everything you are thinking, 431. No more Rothschild, not just Rothschilds, 431. The kingdom of God is here and they can't be stopped, 431. You change your life by changing your heart, 431. I'm not going to read this next one. I don't like it. Reverse, the chosen is trapped in insanity, 431. I'm not sure I can trust her just yet, 431. Sports betting has nothing to do with me, 431. Adjustments of the pool in the universe, 431. Have you figured out the mystery yet? 431. You are the second coming of the divine wife of Christ, 431. All of humanity prayers of love answered, 431. Happy New Year 2024, 431. Holy grandson of heaven, David is the grandfather, 431. Planet Earth, cruel fate, the human destination, 431. And the last one I did was Patriot 5, Patriot 6, and Family, 283. Crystalline structure, 283. Execute, Operation Justice, 283. Military is the only way, 283. I like that one. This will blow your mind, 283. I like that one. Those from heaven to earth came, 283. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, 283. That's one of my favorite sayings. I've even got my granddaughter saying that. The end won't be for everyone, 283. How many times have we heard that? I understand you now, Mom, 283. Work together and get it done, 283. How many times has the hat told us that? I will only belong to one man, 283. God's hidden code, the code isn't hidden, 283. Public service announcement, 283. Remember, we're going to get that. Classification of bullshit, 283. That's why I told you that word there. You know, every now and then we let one of these come out. I know you're from before time, 283. Yellowstone eruption, 283. Are Israel and America at war, folks? 283. I am not guilty of pedophilia, 283. The hat, which it's his real name, ordered Gematria erased, 283. Golden Gate Bridge destruction, 283. She goes to hell anyway, 283. The universe be reproducing, 283. But there is one they fear, DJT, 283. I love that one. The saints go marching in, 283. How many times have we sang that song when the saints come marching in? For the rich guy or surrender, 283. That is the gematria for tonight. When I did this, I had no clue what I was going to say. I come down to Ron's to do it. And I said to him, you wanted me to do a gematria from the other day. What was it? He says, I don't remember. So I just put these things together. And, you know, I talked to Margaret Savior a lot. And Margaret really is infatuated by gematria. But she doesn't understand how to do it. And it's very simple. But I'm not going to say anything. I will teach her gematria after we have all this stuff happen. I don't know everything about it, but it's really simple. I mean, and when you put a phrase in there or you put something in there, you know, and then you look at it and all the things that come up, and you see it hits head on. You know, doing the one about our show, the name of our show, and then seeing everything it is, I didn't even name the show. I think it was Myrna that come up with the name of the show. We were just calling it Patriot 5 and Patriot 6, and all of a sudden we came back on a new channel and become Patriot 5, Patriot 6, and Family. And that's what it should be, because that's what we are. This is pretty good, I'm told. Let's see what it is. It's going to get weird. September 17th. It's lunar eclipse hitting Pisces. The cosmic storm is coming. 13 September 2024. Full moon. Lunar eclipse hitting in PIS. I have no idea. Get ready for the most profound energy shift of the year. On September 13, 2024, a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces will rip through the cosmos, igniting a wave of transformation. This isn't just a minor celestial event, it's the kind of energy that forces you to confront hidden emotions and face truths you've buried deep. The universe is pushing for the massive transformation, and you won't be able to outrun what's coming. The stars have aligned for a galactic wake-up call. This isn't some soft flicker in the sky. This is a cosmic tidal wave crashing into your soul. It's going to drag your subconscious into the light. Whether you're ready or not, you can't hide, you can't resist, and you can't pretend. Everything is normal. This full moon lunar eclipse is demanding transformation. The eclipse in the Pisces, whatever, a spiritual reckoning, Pisces, ruled by Neptune, is a sign of intuition and dreams. It's going to pull emotions from the depths of your subconscious where they're messy and unresolved. Expect a flood of feelings, some of which you thought were long buried, but this isn't something to fear. It's an opportunity to purge, to detox emotionally, to finally let go of what's been weighing you down. Facing the shadow self, one of the most intense aspects of the eclipse is how it shines a light on your shadow self. The part of you that harbors fear, insecurity, and pain. The mask you wear daily is going to get ripped off, and there is no avoiding the confrontation. The energy of this eclipse demands your confront those hidden truths, your deepest fears, and your unresolved emotional baggage. There is no escape, only transformation. Truths will be revealed, whether it's personal secret or revelations about the world around you. The fog is lifting, and you will be forced to confront the reality you've been avoiding. This cosmic event isn't about gentle nudges. Kind of messed that one up. It's about in your face that you can't ignore. Prepare yourself for revelations. They may shock you, but they will set you free. Prepare for the cosmic storm. The full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces is going to shake up your world. It's a chance to shed old emotional baggage and step into a new version of yourself. The universe isn't giving you a choice. This is a transformation that you must accept, and it is coming whether you're ready or not. Embrace the storm. It's time to rise up and face the truth. The time for hiding is over. That came from JFKQ17 on Telegram.
Oh. So does that mean Trump the head's coming out of hiding?
Yeah, Ron wants to know if that means the hat's gonna come out of hiding and put an end to this. He's gonna get the emotions come to the top, and he's not gonna be able to control them. He's gonna have to actually do what he should be doing. So last night on Bruce, everyone. On Bruce last night, he was very happy. And it was kind of funny because Bruce's show last night was, I think it was 16 minutes and 55 seconds. Now, it could have been longer because he was going to go in and talk about Sue after. But our guys that do the stuff for us, they cut that off. And thank you. Thank you very much. I sound like Elvis there. Did I come back as Elvis? But anyway, Bruce is very, very upbeat about after the banks close tonight, tomorrow, actually getting things done this weekend. He says we're there. Bruce talked about money, how you're going to get your card, your quantum card. It's going to be same size as your regular credit card, but it's going to be about 3 times thicker. And you're only going to be able to use it to move money from one account to another account out of your quantum system into your other regular accounts. One thing you want to do, and I know when me and Ron go to the centers, we're gonna, whatever bank we go to, whatever center we go to, we're gonna get bank accounts open there. One for him, one for me. We're gonna use our regular bank account. We're gonna try to open up another one someplace else, because you can have up to 3 accounts, 3 different banks that you can have cards.
I'll open up one in your bank. You'll open up.
Yeah, I'll open one in Ron's bank. He'll open one in mine, and we'll open one together up there. So we'll be good to go. And that's what you guys need to think about, is how you're going to do it. But what you want to do is you want to make sure that when you set your money up, so you go up there and you get this amount for this, and I know there's a lot of people here got a lot of Bolivar. I know there's got a lot of other things. So when you get all of these millions or maybe billions, depending on what you have, you want to set up your accounts. If you set up 3 like we're going to, you want to set them up that, okay, you're going to have a debit card here for this account, a debit card and a debit card, so you don't have to really worry about cash. But you want to do it, you want to put enough in each account to make sure you run very smoothly for 90 days. That's what he said, and that's what they also said on the Restored Republic today. And I'm thinking that's because maybe the 90 days is what we're going to be under when it goes to the NDA. I don't know, but we're going to learn all that. But the main thing I want to emphasize here, there's a lot of scammers out there right now who, through all of this, we're almost to the finish line. We're like this close to the finish line. But now all of a sudden there's all these people coming out of the woodwork. And they're telling us, well, you got to do this, and you got to do this, and you got to do this. Some lady contacted me the other day on TikTok and told me she knows what to do. She wanted my information so she could set me up a quantum account. Yeah. And I said, lady, my account's already set up. I don't need you. All you're doing is trying to get my information so you can rob me. And I reported her to TikTok. And it was funny, because I don't know if she blocked me because she's no longer my follower. And I dang there, I'm no going to follow someone like that. But you got to be careful, guys. Just be careful. If someone asks for something, and that was the misunderstanding last night, the gentleman that posted that opportunity, he thought he was doing something good. He just didn't know the rules. Now he does, and I had a good talk with him last night. He seems to be a pretty good guy. Who's whining? Gary says, too much whining. Please stop. It's too much whining. Who's whining? Am I going to have to get the ruler out to you, children? You're not paying attention? That's right. You'll find out when you get there, Jeffrey. That's what we got to look at. They're going to let us know. They're going to walk us through. They're talking about, you might get an appointment for midnight. You might go in at midnight. And, I've heard people say, I ain't going in at midnight. That's dangerous. No, there'll be military to lead you in. There'll be military to bring you back. And if they have to drive you there, it might, I don't know to the extent they're going to go, but it's going to be safe. But just remember one thing. When you go there, make sure you get signed paperwork, signed documents on everything that you do, because no matter if it's a center or not, you're dealing with bankers, people who's been in the banking industry, and we all know what the banking industry has been. But Bruce was very upbeat last night. So upbeat, I mean, he was talking fast, but I was telling you, I think his show was 16 minutes and 55 seconds. And the reason I bring up the 55 seconds Because someone would say, why is it so important, the 55 seconds? Because the Restored Republic today was 55 minutes and 55 seconds. And see, I'm a numbers person, and me and Ron's always sending messages to us. Up times 111, 222, 1111. So now I've even started noticing when it's 1010 and 0909 and, you know, it's things like that. But see, I've always been into numbers. I've always loved numbers. I've always loved working with numbers. So it comes a lot easier for me than it does others. But you know, I'm sitting here trying to tell you what Bruce said. And it's funny when I talk with my hands like this, because I met a lady in the park Wednesday and I held her hands. I never knew her, but she was talking and her hands were like this, you know, all the time. And I took her hands and I held them and I said, I want to see if you can talk. And you know, we become friends. We had a great time. I actually had something to do at the park. Instead of having to watch my kids play and run around with them, I could actually talk to some grown-ups. Sometimes I don't do good talking to grown-ups. You know, I have trouble dealing with people my age, but looking for Bruce's reading here. What we're hearing today is positive for the bondholders and those 4A and B supposed to be on a shotgun start with T3, some with sheet bonds. If you have sheet bonds, make sure you take them, but let them know that you have them, because you're gonna need a little more time. Take them to your exchange rate. Zim is not a sheet bond because you will need a little longer time, as I was saying. When it comes to the bondholders, they can see funds in their accounts, but they cannot get access till tomorrow. We have people who've gone in today and they had to get the QFS cards up and running, and then tomorrow they'll have the other things they need with these accounts set up for them. 5 things that will give them access, and certain people we know will do that tomorrow and get the great thing. So when you set up your quantum account, what is it? You're going to have 5 things. You're going to a password, something to deal with. You touch something and it's only you that can do it, that can get into it. And something about your eyes. I don't remember what they are, and I would have thought he would have put that there, but you know, pretty much everything that Bruce is saying here. I'll read more in Judy, but this is really, you know, oh, he's saying that the money for the Social Security, if you got your money the first Wednesday or the second Wednesday of the month or the first part of the month, like some people do, you can expect the rest of, you've got your this month's pay. You can expect your rest of it.
Hey, Mike Davis said he got a $30 raise.
Oh, Mike Davis got a $30 raise, Ron said. You can expect the rest of it before the end of the month. See, I get mine the second Monday. Ron gets his the first week. But if things go right, people who get theirs the third and the fourth Wednesdays of the month, they should get what they get and then what they're given us. Now, he never did mention, and you know, we have a wide arrangement here. We've went from when we first started off, we were going to get $5,000 extra a month, or we was all going to get $5,000 and then get our regular month. Then we went down to $4,500. Then we went to $4,000. Now I've heard $2,000 plus what we get, and I've heard when I said something about $2,000, someone said $2,000. Yeah, you know, hey, I'm disappointed with $2,000 when I thought I was going to get $5,000, but $2,000 is more than double than I get now. So I think we could still live, all of us, pretty good just with an extra $2,000. Because you got to remember, when the big N and big G goes into effect, we're not going to have no bills. So if you're paying for a house, That's wiped away. If you got credit card debt, that's wiped away. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention we're going to get, they said today on the Restored Republic, the part you listened to, they said today people 61 and over gets like $61 million, up to $61 million. And they're saying all this other stuff, and I'm thinking, okay, but you know, I got a thing here. They're saying 2,000, they said 5,000. So why don't we just do this? Why don't we get the ball rolling and make it easy for everybody? Why don't we take 2,000 and 5,000 and 4,000, because that's the three that we've been told we were going to get. So that's what? 11,000, and we divide it by 3, and we get about 3,700 a month extra. And that way everybody gets the same. See, I don't want it to say, well, Ron's 70 whatever years old, and I'm 70 whatever years old, and Myrna and the girls here, you're only 61, just barely sneaking in under the ground floor. You're only at that age. I think everybody who is 61 and older should get the same thing. Because we're trying to make America great again. But where do you get bad feelings? You get bad feelings because you say, well, he's worth more than you. No, we should, for this particular thing, we should be all worth the same. Now, when it comes to the R&R money, yes, 61 and older should get more than someone that's 31 to 40. But then again, I'm 70, so I'm going to get more than the person that's my daughter who's 38. My son-in-law who's 41. I'm going to get more than them, but they're together, so together, look what they're going to get. But who cares? If $61 million isn't enough.
Back to 55.
And as Ron said, going back to 1955 prices. 1955. When you could buy a Snickers bar for a nickel. My daughter bought 3 candy bars today for my 3 grandkids. She spent $1.59 for each bar. And they were no bigger than what that nickel Snicker bar was when we were kids. So, let's see what Judy's got to say. If I can find it. Where'd you go, Judy? Oh, where can Judy be? I don't know. There, I think I got it. Restored listing reading part. Let's see. I may not be able to read this because today when I went to open it, it would not open for me. But, oh no, this is the play part. Why would they do that? Maybe I gotta go up further. Listing part. Should be this. I'm talking to myself, guys. Trying to. Restored Republic via the GCR as of September 13th, Friday the 13th, 2024. Restored Republic. We are the ultimate battle between good and evil. Now is the time to pray. Comes from Q. The global currency reset has been activated. Sunday, 20 October 2024. Worldwide EBS activation. Sunday, October 20th. I think it's going to be before that. Worldwide EBS activation, martial law, blackout, mass arrest, CIA, Mossad, gone, the hat back, quantum financial and voting systems, the special beds across the globe. It's only wise to have at least a month's supply of food, water, cash, medicine, and essential items on hand for yourself, your family, and to share with others in case of emergency. Judy, note the elite rigged the system. We all know that. Now deep state global elites have complete control over our U.S. taxpayer dollars. They're just saying that, guys, to make them feel good. I can't read any of this stuff or I'm going to get in trouble. On Thursday, 12 September 2024, Melania Trump released a video on the assassination attempt of her husband. The First Lady demanded answers and slammed the media for going silent. There is definitely more to this story, and we need to uncover the truth. Now, I'm going to say this because, number one, I think Melania is amazing, and not just because she's beautiful, but I think she's one of the smartest women in the world. But we talk about Sleepy and Dopey. And what happened to the hat, if that would have happened to either one of those, do you think you'd be able to watch any regular TV? Do you think you'd be able to turn the TV on and watch your show that you wanted to watch at night? And I know some of you are going to say, I don't watch TV, I give up TV. And I know a lot of you did. But I'm trying to make a point here. If that happened to them, do you think mainstream media would be on it and all over it like stink on crap? You wouldn't be able to see anything for a couple of days except talking about the attempt that they made. But since it was the hat, I never seen it mentioned on any mainstream, and I purposely watched some of them that night to see. I watched ABC, which we have come to find out is the worst one out there. I watched CBS, NBC, WGN in our area. Fox News is really the only one, and there's a blonde lady on Fox News that really took exception to the answers that this guy was given, or girl, this woman was given the other night in the debate, cutting the hat down, saying things that wasn't true, blatantly lying after lie after lie, and they would never question her. But all the hat had to do is say one thing. They questioned him about the color of her skin, about her being a black African American. They questioned him. Anybody with any brains at all understands. If your dad is from Jamaica and your mom is from India, you cannot be an African American. It's impossible. Her skin is dark if she wants to consider herself black. But see, to me, that's an insult to the real, true black American community. And she's an insult to them too. We are here to reveal the truth. It all leads to the sleepy crime family. The son's dirty deals, the dad's criminal empire. It all leads to that. There's a lot of here I just can't talk about. Judy Note, Jenny Hill and I spent 18 years writing her biography, 22 Faces, to expose our own three-letter organization, begins with a C and ends with an A, horrendous mind control programming. 22 Faces explains how childhood, blah, 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 separates a young developing brain thinking patterns into multiple personalities, then allowed perpetrators to control their victims throughout their lives. Upon the soon-to-be republication, 22 Faces, it would be most appreciated if you could go into Amazon and give the biography a review, a rating, plus ask your friends and family to do likewise. If you're reading this update on or from Operation the Closer official website, be aware the information has been redacted. Pretty much everything else I covered. I was going to get down here and see what redemption, currency exchange for those with Zim bonds, dinar, and dong. You're looking at double-digit rates at redemption centers with gold-backed values. The Zim bond is 1-to-1 to the new USTN dollar. You'll be asked to allocate a portion of your funds for humanitarian projects. We're not just saving ourselves, we're saving the world. XRP buyback, there's a 1 million per token whoa, value on XRP set by the QFS already mirrored in quantum accounts. This buyback is part of a larger strategy to stabilize global markets and not the evil. This is about more than money. It's about justice and freedom and about taking back what's yours. The deep state's grip is slipping, and the process of the path of redemption. The time is now, patriots. We must stand ready to rebuild, to restore. Bruce, the Social Security increases should happen the third and fourth Wednesday of this month, and if not, by the end of the month. For those of us exchanging, the R&R is going to show up in our QFS accounts and is there already. We can move some of that into our primary or secondary account. Don't be shy about moving funds. Whatever you move should last you for at least 90 days. That's the only reason for the QFS card. It's the size of a credit card, but 3 times as thick, and it's only used to move funds into your other bank accounts and up to 3 banks. For those not exchanging Zim, the R&R should be by the end of this month. The debt jubilee is to occur starting this month. The bondholders and those in tier 3, 4A, and B is supposed to be shotgun start. If you have sheet bonds, take them with you, exchange them, let them know in advance you have them, not the Zim sheets, but sheet bonds, because you will need a little longer time. According to the good source, we should receive everything, including the emails, after markets close tomorrow, 4 p.m., Friday, 13 September. We can set appointments and exchange on Saturday, 14th. The Redemption Center staff said they'll be working 4 days in a row. It will be good speaking to a live human being. Don't go to your appointment more than 10 minutes before. If you're not sure what it is, go and look earlier, route your thing, but then go someplace a little bit away, sit in their parking lot, enjoy a beverage or something, and just pull into the parking lot about 10 minutes before, get out, and start your journey to what's going to eventually change your life forever. Some redemption centers are attached to banks. People will be at the redemption center to verify your currency and count it. U.S. Marshals will also be there for security. I'm saying that it looks very good for tomorrow, Friday the 13th, or Saturday, 14th September. That does it, guys. They do say that they're going to be contacting Wolvie very soon, and they're going to tell him they want the opera sung very, very, very loud, and they can't wait to hear it. It looks like we're on the brink, but guys, we've been here before. Myself personally, I choose to believe we're here. I choose to believe it's going to happen. And it's going to happen. We don't know if it's going to happen this weekend. We hope and pray. For everyone who is in need of prayer, I humbly pray for you. I've asked God all week for the families who's lost loved ones. Jimmy and his daddy and his brothers and sisters are out. I don't even really know. I know he has a 2-year-old sister that is very sad because she's crying for mommy. And you know, Jimmy can at least understand, a 2-year-old can't. So say prayers for their family. Say prayers for the family of my granddaughter's best friend, and for the lady that we talked about tonight that someone posted. And guys, just remember, we're in this for a purpose. We've come a long, long way. Let's not lose sight now. Please be aware of scams. If you're not sure, don't do anything. Get in touch with me or Ron or someone in the group, what do you think? And we'll give you our opinion. Let's work together as a family, friends, and loved ones the way we do. And that is how I pray to you and pray through God, through our Son, our Savior, His Son, Jesus Christ. Amen and amen. Good night, everyone. Have a great weekend, and hope it's going to be the weekend we've been waiting for a long, long time.